Charlie Mike Kilo. And if anybody needs this frequency for emergency use, please come now. Hearing none. We're going to spend about an hour of the finest time ever spent for amateur radio operators on the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. This is a directed net. We'll spend time discussing, cussing, and sharing ideas about the old heavy iron and vacuum tube rigs from yesteryear, which will still be working tomorrow if something happens to all those solid state rigs. Tonight I'm running my Drake TR3, the oldest Drake in the pond, and using a 444 Shure microphone, going up to a dual band double bazooka at about 45 foot, resonant right here at 3870. And I got a little bit of Henry help behind it, running low tap on a 2KD5. Alright, I got a few on the list here, and I will look like I'm going down the band a little bit, and I'll fix it here in a minute. WA5EIJ, come on in, Joseph.
W5 Country Music King and the net. This is Whiskey Alpha 5 Echo India Juliet, Joseph and Magnolia. You guys are listening to a Central Electronics 200V. I'm listening to you guys on one of those Drake radios made in America. The model number R4 Charlie. And guys, we got a good band tonight, a lot of good people, so I don't want to hold it. Back to Ned, over.
Well, alrighty, sounding good as always. That rig is top notch, and every time I hear it.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, AJ, KM5QS, come on in and let us know what you got going on.
Alrighty, well, this is Jay, KM5QS, down here in Alice, Texas, trying to stay far enough away from the microphone. For y'all's listening pleasure this evening, I have a Gold Series Kenwood TS830 sugar, and it is sweet. I've got all the accessories and stuff to go with it, the VFO 230 and stuff like that, speaker, the tuner, the SM220 scope, and then I just got to boost it a little bit and run it through an Alpha 374A amplifier, going to a homebrew tuner, then some 600 ohm ladder line that I built to a 160 meter dipole, about 60 foot in the air, stretched out all over the neighborhood, and it enables me to hear all y'all's fine sounding radios pretty good too. So nothing special going on. Like I was saying earlier, did a little tree trimming today. I'm going to trim that mimosa tree all the way to the ground. Anyway, so I'm a little bit, I'm recovering from strenuous activity. Everybody sounds great. Looking forward to hearing the rest of the people on the net. And I do have an item that if someone with an 820 station that they would like to complete it, I've got a antenna tuner, the AT200, that is like brand new in the box. It's got the original box, the original inserts that are in the box, even got the little plastic bag the thing sits in. The only thing I don't have is a manual. I kind of got a feeling y'all might know how to work one already anyway, but this thing is really pristine. There's no scratches or scrapes or dings on it. The color's good. Everything works like a hose. And we'll start with 200 shipped, go from there. Or I'll take it to Belton and we can talk about it. We'll see. I'm kind of negotiable some, but it's awful pretty, fellas. And I've got a VFO 240 for an 830 if somebody needs one, but we can talk about that if you really need one. That's about it, guys. KM5QS. I can be reached, just email me. I'm good on QRZ or whatever.
Okay, good deal, Jay. Anybody need a feel on anything Jay's putting up for sale there? I'm sure everybody probably heard him. Well, I guess they heard you, Jay.
Well, I certainly hope so. That's the whole, yeah, that's my intent.
Well, I went way off frequency. Y'all just bear with me for a minute. It'll come back here in a minute. All right, let's see if we can go down to far, far away Texas. WJ5MS. Hey, Jim, what's up?
Hello, Jay. Thanks for the call, and welcome to the Boat Anchors Net. As someone has said, finest hour this week on Wednesday night. At any rate, we're down here in Far, Texas, WJ5MS on this TS820, and like Jay, I have the matching everything for an 820 to include the old SM. Oh, what is that thing, Jay? The doggone scope, anyway. But at any rate, I don't have a tuner, Jay, but doggone it, don't perform too hard. At any rate, we put it out over there in a 80-meter dipole, and that's about the size of this little station. And we'll just put it right back at you there, guys. It's WJ5MS.
All right, good deal, Jim. Yeah, I'm hearing you pretty good tonight for a change. Maybe the cooler weather will bring us a little bit better propagation between far away Texas and East Texas there, over.
Well, maybe I was hollering because I'm excited. It won't be a couple more hours tonight. I'll be checking some voltages and testing out a 2KD5 and see if it's ready to go. Anyway, thanks for having that, and join it immensely.
Roger, Roger. Good to have you here. All right, I'm gonna grab one more, and I'm gonna throw it. Let's let Jim take it next, I guess, unless you want to do it, Lynn. But hey, Doug, W5IS, come on in. Let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Oh, W5CMK and the net. W5IS. Well, conditions good tonight. Hearing everybody good. And I'm running the TR4C. And listening part-time on the R4C. I switch back and forth on the receive. And I am driving a Swan Mark II up to a inverted V about 50 foot in the air. And all of it looks like it's working, so I won't hold it like another party said. There sounds like there's a bunch on tonight, so let me sit back and listen. W5IS.
All right, Doug. Well, the Drake and the Swan combination is getting my meter going way over there next to that right-hand side, so it must be working good.
Thank you, guys.
All right, good deal. Hey, KB5ZIV, Mr. Jim, you want to take a stab at this, or you want to let Lynn go?
No, I'll take a stab at it. Who'd you get before QS? I had to step out.
I got Joseph, Jay, Jim down far, and I got Doug, and that's as far as I got.
All right. I just wanted to make sure where I was at here. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. I'm using the trusty FT102, the big black amplifier. I had to turn that other one down a little bit. It goes through the tuner and out there to the 600 ohm ladder line fit antenna. Hopefully everybody's hearing me well. All right, hey, Mr. George, WB5TXW, what's going on in Austin?
Well, howdy, Jim, and all around the net. I'm proud to be here on the finest hour of ham radio during the week. Things are good. Weather's been great, so no complaints. My S-line is all working. 32S1, 75S3, 30L1, the power supply, the speaker, a static 10 Delta microphone, 2060 antenna tuner, and the loop zooper outside. Although the antennas are going to change, I'm fixing to get some tree work done. And that's just the cost of doing business. But things are doing good, over.
Well, you're sounding good down here, George. Got a good signal this evening. Got a nice strong one for me.
Well, thank you. We're getting into a good part of the year for 75 meters and then 160, so praise the Lord for good band conditions. WB5TXW back to net.
Yeah, I got to let mine down and do a couple of measurements and find out why it ain't working on 160, but that's another story. All right, hey, Mr. Rusty, WK5R, what's going on up there?
Hey, good evening. Yep, there it is. Good evening, Jim, and everybody on the Boat Anchors Net. This is WK5R, and of course, you know the name here is Rusty, and we're on the usual helicopter station tonight. The HC37 transmitter, SX111 receiver. Got the matching speaker goes with it. The microphone's the Audio Technica AT2035, and we're driving the Homebrew GS35B into the difold out there. The planned difold has 40, 80, and 160 on it. So about a kilowatt. So that's what we got going on here. I know I'm probably wiping out half the band, but it does that. The thing is reliable. That's about all I've got going on here. Just sitting back and listening to all the good sounding antique radios. Well, back to you, Jim. WK5R.
All right, Rust. Well, you'll figure out what's going on with that thing. Have you found one of them dealies yet?
You mean sideband generator?
Yeah, that little 2 deals, yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, I have not. I hadn't had a chance to do that.
I do. I just thought I'd ask you if you've been chasing them.
I hadn't really had time to look real good, or if I found one, I probably couldn't afford to buy it right now because I'm trying to make sure I can make it to Belton, over.
I do. All right, well, you're sounding good. We'll catch up to you on the other one. All right, hey, Mr. Bob, KA5CXG over there in San Angelo. What's going on?
Not a whole lot, Jim. Good evening to everybody on the net. Got a project this week. I'll get my old 765. It's kind of a boat anchor. It's a solid state, but it's a boat anchor all the same. If anybody ever picked one up. Power supply went out in it, and instead of hotting up a new supply, I'm going to run it on outboard supply, but I've got to route a cable through the back and do a bunch of stuff to get that to work, but I'll get that done this week. Hopefully get it back on the air. I don't like the internal power supplies anyway. We'll just bypass it and roll on down the road, and we'll get that thing going, and that's one of the things we're going to do this week, and probably get the 520 back out and put it up here and run it for a while. And eventually get the Marauder on the air, sometime maybe this, when it cools down some. That's about it from here. Everybody have a good week, and everybody is sure sounding good. It's a good band today. We'll talk to y'all later, K560.
All right, Bob. Good signal. All right, Mr. Todd down there in Corpus, KA5LYL.
Well, hello, guys. This is KA5LYL Todd down here in Corpus. And I'm sorry I'm so quacky. I'm running my TS830 Kenwood Gold label barefoot, about 100, maybe a little over 100 watts. And the mic I'm using is an Electro Voice 638 to 638. And I'll push to talk stand. And I'm sorry, no, it's not. It's an Electro Voice push to talk stand from the 60s. The 428 or 425 or something. Anyway, it's not important. Let's see. Oh, and an antenna is an off-center fed dipole. It's an off-center fed flat top, actually. And I've got one out of them I really don't want to sell, but I tell you what, I lost my side job. It's nothing to do with me. It's just one of them things. I lost a big paying yard. Hell? Oh, I don't need to answer that. Call them back. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. I got me off track here in the freaking phone ring. I have one item for sale. I don't really want to do it, but well, there you go. Like I said, I lost my big paying yard job, so now things are really going to get tough for me. I got a Kenwood SP820, a pretty dang nice one. I've got the SP230 for this 830 here, so if I could procure a mic for one of my other radios, I might trade this SP820 for that. I've got another radio I need to procure a microphone for. So I don't really, I've got other speakers I could use for outboard speakers. So, if I could unload it, whatever, price-wise, I don't know. If you're really interested in it, call me and we'll talk about it. 361-816-7748. 361-816-7748. And thanks again, guys, so much for having this net. I enjoy it thoroughly. I really do. I enjoy hearing the recap of it in my email because I'm on the mailer list for it. Sometimes I record it also, but I still like to hear the other. So back to net, KA5LY. Thanks again, guys.
All right, Todd. Okay, if anybody's hunting them an SP820 speaker, fairly nice one, give Todd a holler, 361-816-7748. All right, hey, Mr. Cliff, DYA.
Well, good evening to the net. Here is WB5DYA, Cliff, Cedar Park, northern suburb of Austin. A fine evening, low noise level. You're listening to a Yaesu 2100Z amplifier at about 700 watts, driving it with a matching Yaesu 902 and matching Yaesu microphone to a fan dipole out there. Had a good week. Knee recovery on the knee continues. Managed to work every day this week part-time and hope to continued progress and full-time work next week. So that's the focus here, just getting healthy and enjoying the radios. So that's about it. Back to net control.
All right, Cliff, sounds good down here. The Z models are rear amplifiers, so treated gently.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah. All right, Mr. Lynn, I don't have any more on my list, and I'm going to give it to you in case you got some on your list, because I was running a little late.
Yeah, we can do it. Okay, this is K5LYN. My name is Lynn. And this is the Collins S3 line, including a 30L1. And it's holding the Drake peak reading meter about 700 watts here. So I guess we're on the air tonight. All right, I've got some folks there. By the way, let me say several of us get together for breakfast at El Nuevo, Mexico on Saturday mornings. They open the place at 8 o'clock, and we're usually there at 8 o'clock, and the breakfast is excellent. So if you want to check it out, come on by. Okay, let's see. One of my neighbors, KG5DRB. What do you say, Dale? Well, we talked to Dale a while ago. Maybe he'll be back. And let me see. Sammy came by. Sammy, DPP, you still over there somewhere?
Yeah, good evening there, Lynn. K5LYN and all the boat anchor people. This is W5DPP. I'm on the flex this evening, but I got a bunch some boat anchors to list if you want to hear about that.
I do, and probably everybody else does, so go for it.
All righty. Well, some of this stuff I can bring to Belton if somebody's interested in it. It's kind of heavy to haul all this junk around, but I've got I got a Johnson Valiant. I've got 2 Johnson Rangers. I got a Helicrafter S108, a Helicrafter SX110. Hallicrafter Sky Buddy, Hallicrafter Super Sky Rider, and then a Hallicrafter Super Sky Master. So we've got some Hallicrafter receivers there, and I might bring some of those up to Belton. Central Electronics, I got a very nice 200V Central Electronics. It's working good, and then I've got a Central Electronics 100V that is untested. Got a National HRO 60, very nice one with 4 plug-in coils. I got a R174 URR. That's an Angry 5 receiver. Got a couple of Collins 75 A4s. I got an R388 Collins, an R390A. I got a couple of LMAX, AF67 and AF68. I got a Harvey Wells transmitter with a VFO and a power supply. Then I got a 75A1 Collins, 51J4 Collins, a 32V2 Collins, and a couple of DX100s. And I've got a bunch of other Collins S-Line and KWM2 stuff. I think there's a list of about 43 different things there, so I ain't going to go through that list. So, interested in any of that stuff, give me an email or something. Calls Whiskey 5 Delta, Papa, dishes, pots, and pans, and you can reach me at area code 979-820-4814. 820-4814. You don't have to repeat any of this stuff there, Lynn, but just trying to get it out there. See if somebody might be interested in something. K5LY, NW5DPP.
That's a spectacular collection of 3,000 or 4,000 pounds of radios there, Sammy. Let's see if anybody else needs a check on the contact information. Everybody that might be interested in talking to Sammy about that stuff, get his contact information. Okay, looks like it's a done deal, Sammy. And by the way, the 75A4 that you had at Austin Summerfest at a very reasonable price was a nice-looking radio. Is that one you still have, or did it go?
Well, I traded that one off, but I still got 2 other ones that could go.
That was a nice radio. Good luck with all that. We'll look forward to seeing it up at Belton. Okay, let's see. How about Dennis, W5DPK? Dennis, we didn't pick you up, did we?
Question, Lynn.
Question, go ahead.
Yeah, Lynn, it's KL7 Charlie Delta. I got a question on the Bandmaster. He said he has a Bandmaster and a matching VFO and the power supply, and I'm wondering what model of Bandmaster is it? Is it the Deluxe or the Senior or the Junior, or what is it?
I don't know for sure.
Do you have the model number on the front? Is it a TBS 50D or
I don't know. It's not here.
Or
It's down in the shop.
Yellow Devil, Mikey says it's not there. It's down in the shop.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other follow-up to Sammy's listing? Okay, let's go back. W5DPK. Hey, Dennis, you want to talk?
Yeah, good evening, Lynn and the rest of the net. This is W5DPK. And tonight we're on the TR3, and we got the RV3 hooked up today. It came in the UPS, undamaged, and nice shiny chassis on it. They're real happy about that. And let's see, microphone is a Drake, excuse me, 7075. Antenna is a KZ5 Sugar double bazooka. And I guess we're running about a KW, something like that. So finding out that the TR3 is fairly stable once it warms up. Takes about an hour, and then it just kind of sits there. So we're happy with that. Back to you, Lynn.
W5DPK.
Nice signal, Dennis. Yeah, all the world waited for Drake to come out with that transceiver, and it lived up to the expectations. And the RV3 is cool because it's a vacuum tube. The ones that came later were solid state, and a lot of those solid state RV4s have failed. But you got the one that works, so you came out ahead on top of that deal. Nicely done. Okay, let me check and see if Dale happens to be back. KG5DRV. Dale, are you there?
Yeah, Roger. I was away from the mic, and by the time you got back to it there, you passed me up. Ain't no big deal. KG5DRV, Dale. I'm here in Austin, Texas. Good evening, all. Good to hear everybody. Nice evening. Good signals throughout. Running the old Swan 500CX, SA16 Special, with a Shure 444 mic, running through a Drake MN2000 to a Butternut HF650. Just scavenging to the ground. I can say everybody's doing good. It's been a rough week. I think I'm going to go to bed right after I get done talking here. I got to get up awful early tomorrow for shutdown. So good talking to y'all. 7-3 to everybody. And Lynn, thanks for coming back to me there. KG5DRV. Back to next. See you guys.
Very nicely done, Dale, on all that stuff. And be careful on the job, because I know you work around some high voltages. All right, let's see. Hey, about Gary, W5BFA. What about it, Gary? K5LYN.
Well, good evening, Lynn. K5LYN, W5BFA. Tonight we run the old ST101EE to the SB200 using an aesthetic D10 microphone. The antenna is inverted V up about 27 feet to the apex. I had it all pulled down and for the storm, and when the storm was over, when I put it back up, I measured it just to make sure how tall it was for a change. Everybody sounded really good. We got a good band tonight, and I'm glad to see it. And that wild down there's blowing in here. I usually can hear him, but not like I heard him tonight. He's really loud, so everybody's doing real good. It's good to hear all the old radios. And I've got some breaker stuff, but I'm not going to list it here, Lynn. I'm going to wait. I'm going to looking forward to go to Belton here in 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll be spreading that stuff to Belton. It'll be easier for me. I don't have as much as Sammy, but it'll be easier for me to do it that way. So, pick it back up, Lynn. K5LYN, W5BFA.
Outstanding, Gary, and nice signal tonight. We'll look forward to catching up with you up there at Belton. Okay, a while ago, early in the net, there was a KE5 that checked in, but I didn't get the rest of the call. So, KE5, you still there? K5LYN.
Yeah, Kilo Echo 5, Quebec. KE5Q, over.
Yeah, take it. Tell us about it.
Yeah, okay, Lynn, K5LYN, Kilo Echo 5, Quebec. It's Jim in Plano. I think we checked in last week. Tonight we're running the KWM2 round emblem, driving the 30L1, and we're going into the Ultimax 8040 antenna here. And copying everybody really, really good. Again, name is Jim in Plano, over.
Very nice signal, Jim. Yeah, the whole Collins station is doing a great job. We've been with the Collins Collector Association since the beginning, really. And we made the 2 Collins meets up there in your area maybe 20 years ago by now? I'm not sure, a long time ago. Anyway, good to hear you. Back to you for one more.
Yeah, well, appreciate the net here, and we'll see everybody a week from, 3 weeks from Friday. Looking forward to Belton. Thank the Lord it's twice a year, huh? K5LYN, KE5Q.
Okay, Jim, most of us here will be hanging around the barbecue grill out in the parking lot much of the day. Okay, Mr. Mike, KL7CD. Mike, you still over there? K5LYN.
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks for picking me up there. K5LYN, Kilo Lima 7 Charlie Delta down in New Braunfels in the edge of the hill country. Big, strong signals from everybody tonight. Really good conditions at my QTH at least. I run the Hallicrafters Twins tonight, SX117 HD44 transmitter and SB220 amplifier. no tuner, but I go out with coax to my inverted V up about 25 feet in my old live oak trees in the backyard. And microphone is Shure Triple 4D. So I hope I'm making the trip. Really nice weather, but it's starting to warm up now. It's going to be warm for another week here, I think. We had some really good weather, though, after Harvey passed through. Anyway, that's it from my end. Nothing new here. Just want to let Jim know I finished the gumbo tonight, finished making it. I had 8 chuckers, 10 quail, 39 dove, 38 dove hearts, and all the things that go with it. And it's just about finished now. I'll let it sit overnight, and tomorrow it ought to be really good. It's pretty nice gumbo. I'm kind of a gumbo aficionado, and I've learned how to make it, and I love making it with wild game. Anyway, we're going to have some tomorrow. I've been sipping on it here this evening. Back to you there, Net Control, KL7 Charlie Delta in the Hill Country.
Outstanding, Mike, and I always love hearing your Hallicrafters twins, because you're the only guy that has that station on the air regularly. Once in a while, somebody else that came by, but yours are always there, and they always sound nice. Very nicely done on your part. Okay, let me take a couple of check-ins from the real world out there, and after that, I'll give it to Guy, and we'll go on around. Who'd like to talk to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net this evening? K5LYN, listening?
KB0UOA.
W5MPT. Okay, I don't know who the second one was, but I got part of it. And UOA, Steve, pick it up.
KB0UOA, Steve, Wichita. Everyone's really feeling good up here tonight. Just want to check in hello on the Kimlet TS830S and the USUFL 2100 amp with my vertical antenna. Thanks for checking in, Lynn. KB0UOA.
Very fine, Steve. In fact, I forgot to tell you, last week we traveled through your city on the way to Kansas City to see the eclipse and stayed in a very nice restored hotel down by the river. It's a Drury hotel now, but very nice vintage hotel. Had a lot of fun there. Okay, Steve, anything else for the net tonight?
That's all we have tonight. Hope you enjoyed your trip with Eclipse. KB0UA.
Yeah, I'm a Kansas person, born in Winfield. Okay, the next call I had, I didn't get it exactly right. It's W5SET or something like that. Sir, get me straightened out, will you? K5LYN.
Okay, K5LYN, W5FPT, Whiskey 5, Forever Paying Texas. Name is Paul. We're over here in East Texas, around Jasper, Texas, and just wanted to get in and say everybody's sounding good. You are a good signal in here. We're on an 0530S and SB200 going through a Heathkit SA2060A, and that's into a mini loop out there. We like to run those little mini loops at good coverage. But anyway, hey, sounding good, and thanks for letting me for picking me up. Over.
Okay, Paul. Hey, I'm curious. You have a great signal into Austin. You called it a mini loop. Well, how long is it?
It's 240-something foot long total, okay?
That sounds like pretty much full wave on 80 meters to me. Maybe on 75 meters. Mine is 280 feet, and I think I figured 260 for this frequency. But whatever the case, it's doing you a great job. What kind of antenna tuner did you say?
It's an old Heathkit 2060A.
Okay, I've got the Johnson Matchbox on this end. Okay, Paul, great to hear you. Nice signal into Austin. Okay, Guy. Let me see. That's right. Guy, back to you. W5CMK and the Boat Anchors, K5LYN.
All right there, Lynn. K5LYN and the Boat Anchors. This is W5CMK. I'll see what I can do picking up a few here. Just to run down here, Drake TR3, Henry 2KD5, one of those dual band Ultimax double bazookas at about 45 foot, and it's resonant right here at 3870, and it's Shure Triple 4. All right, anybody like to check in for the Boat Anchors Unlimited, come now with your call sign suffix and spread them out and listen up. Do it kind of slow because I kind of write and I listen slow.
Whiskey Oscar Zulu.
Sierra Echo Delta.
Whiskey 5 Delta Kilo.
All right, there was somebody right in there just at the last under Norway, India. Who was it?
Delta Kilo.
Okay, we'll go with that. Didn't have it written down. All right, hey, Dan, come on in.
Yeah, well, I didn't know you heard me for sure. Good evening, guys. This is Dan, K8WOZ. We're in Houston. Now that we're above the water line. In fact, I was curious to hear from Gary how he did. I know Kingwood and Humboldt got pretty well hammered out there. I just wondered if he had any issues. And I guess we're in the majority tonight. We're talking on a Gold Line Kenwood TS830 with a bunch of other accessories here. Even have a rebuilt Kenwood TL922. We're driving with it. And the mic is a Shure 444D. And we're in the majority on the antennas too. We got one of those Ultimax 8040 bazookas up there, about 36 feet or so. Anyway, that's kind of it. Man, everybody has really sound good. I'm looking forward to the changing of the weather and the seasons here, because I think we'll be hearing people from all over the country. Back to you, Guy. K8WOZ.
All right, Dan, we're glad to hear that you didn't float away and your little pump under the house there worked sufficiently, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Shoot, I've been eating popcorn in celebration.
All right, good deal. Good enough. All right, good deal, Dan. Hey, Steve, SED, come on in.
Well, good to hear you, Guy. I'm glad to hear we're getting across at least we're getting across the county line. Well, I had a good time up at Mena this weekend. Beautiful weather. And tonight again, I'm on the Kenmore TS520 and a Collins 3001 dipole up 40-odd feet, and I guess it's working. Not much else to report. Looking forward to Belton. Back to you, Guy. K0SCD.
All right, good deal, Steve. Yeah, sounding good as always. And yeah, we're not that far apart. Sometimes we couldn't hear each other at all, but tonight we can hear everybody good. All right, there's another Steve out there. Let's swing down to the hill country. Hey, Steve, National India, come on in.
Yeah, very good evening to you, Guy, and the multitude out there from WD5HNI. Located here in the hill country near the Pedernales River. I hope you're hearing me fine there tonight. Over.
Absolutely, sounds just like you always do.
All righty, very good. Well, tonight I'm listening to y'all on a Swan 350, and in return, y'all are also hearing a Swan 350, and I think it's working pretty well tonight. It's loading up well tonight on the full wave loop here for 160. I had a little problem when that storm blew in here, and some of my ladder line got kind of messed up, and we had to do a patch job. So I've been listening to Jay's ventures about making some more 600 ohm lines. So this past week I whipped up about 90 feet of some more homebrew ladder lines. So sometime here in the next week or two, we're going to put some more ladder line up and take this old 450 down and put some new up. It's been up 23 years, so it's held up well. But I gotta make change where it can. But anyway, back to you, Guy and Lynn. Everybody's sounding good. We got some good conditions tonight, and appreciate y'all doing that. WD5HNI, back to net.
All right, good deal, Steve. Yeah, Swan's doing what it's supposed to do, and yeah, 23 years. You might have another 23 out of it, but why take the chance, right?
Roger. Well, I've been having pretty good luck with down at the farm down there. I got a bunch of that 600 ohm stuff hung up in the tree there, and I just keep it above the cows there so I don't mess with it, and it tunes fine. And it doesn't matter whether it's rain or wet, whether it's wet or dry, it still loads up well, you know.
Roger that. Yeah, they keep it up high enough so they don't use to scratch flies off the back, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's for sure. Anyway, take care. WD5HNI.
All right, good deal, Steve. Looking forward to seeing you at Belton. Hope you'll make it there. All right, I got a Delta Kilo. Come on in.
All right. Good evening, Guy. Lynn, Jim, everybody on the net. Everybody sounds good. This is Don, W5DK. I'm in Spring Branch, Bulverde. Not too far from the Guadalupe River and the State Park, just north of San Antonio. And I'm just talking on the same old Drake DR4 with a D104 through a 2060 tuner and just barefoot, a couple 100 watts, out to a double extended zip, about 65 feet, through some window line.
I don't have much to add, just joining in, and everybody sounds good. Sounds like Mike made way too much gumbo. I'm not sure who he's planning on feeding or how many years of leftovers, but anyways, that's a lot of gumbo. Back to you, Guy. Thanks again for running that, both you and Lynn and Jim. Appreciate it. We'll look forward to seeing everybody at Belton. WF5DK.
All right, good deal. Yeah, I bet some of that gumbo ends up in Belton. What do you think?
I don't know. He's kind of tight.
Well, okay. We'll go with that. All right, this is W5CMK and the Boat Anchors. Anybody else like to check in? Come now with your call sign suffix and listen up and come on in there kind of slow.
Baker there.
Again, please. There was one I couldn't quite pull out that sounded like a Baker something. Come again?
This is Kilo 5, Bravo, Tango, over.
All righty, well, go right ahead, name and where you at and what you got going on.
Okay, my name is Jim. I'm located near North Carolina. Right here is a Drake TR4. I'm running barefoot, getting about 250 left out. I got a weak fever too, but anyway, just wondering, how does it sound, over?
Well, it sounds really good.
Okay, real fine. It's, I'm adjusting the amplifier yet. I've got a Drake L4B amp over here, and I'll get a cable to plug it in. Maybe next week I'll have it on.
I'm hearing some AC.
Yeah. Sounds like a filament cathode short to me, Jim.
Sounds like AC, but...
Yeah, that's probably just filter caps.
Yeah, I wasn't hearing it.
Well, it's not a hum, you know. That's why I was suggesting filament to cathode short. But yeah, there is something a little bit funny that we're hearing.
That's a ripple.
Well, thanks for the analysis. I'll look for it and see if I can figure it out. BBP.
Okay, yeah, I was listening a little closer then. I got some bleed over from down below us here. It's kind of getting in my ears there. So anyway, all right, Doug. Yeah, they got some experts listening to you saying there's a little something not quite right, but I bet you can figure it out. All right, this is W5CMK and the Boat Anchors. Anybody else like to check in? Come now with your call sign suffix.
DPP again.
All right, go ahead, Sammy.
Yeah, somebody was asking about that Harvey Wells. It's a Harvey Wells D model. It's a Bandmaster Deluxe.
Yeah, I think that was Mike KL7CD. You still in there, Mike?
Yeah, I am. That's the one with the amplifier on the front. It's like a preamp, so you can use a crystal mic on it. That's the best one, in my opinion, for modern day AM. That's a good rig. I got one just like it, and I think you take that to Belton and put a pretty nice price tag on it. If it's in decent shape, it ought to sell.
Yeah, pretty nice shape. We'll probably have it there. Thanks a lot.
Okay, man. Back to net.
All right, good deal. Sound like we got a potential progress in the deal-making thing. All right, anybody else for the Boat Anchors? Come now with your call sign suffix, please.
W5IS recheck.
Go ahead, Doug.
I just want to mention we're having a ham fest Saturday week, not this Saturday, but next Saturday here in Alexandria, Louisiana at the Coliseum, and got a number of vendors, retail vendors coming in and all. We hope to have a good ham fest. Anybody over through East Texas and all, anybody over this way, we'd be glad to see you. So that was all I wanted to throw in. W5IS.
All right, good deal. Is there a website they can go to and find out all the particulars, Doug?
I'm not sure about it, but it's Friday and Saturday.
It starts in Friday, so it's a 2-day deal, and there's RV parking at the Coliseum if somebody got an RV.
All right. Well, Doug's informing us of a little ham fest over in Alexandria, Louisiana, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. It's at the Coliseum there in Alec, and they have RV parking and going to have some vendors and whatnot. Probably could just go in and Google Alexandria, Louisiana Ham Fest and probably find out all the information you needed to know.
Well, it's really Central Louisiana Ham Fest, so try that.
Okay, Central Louisiana Ham Fest. All right, good deal. Anything else, Doug?
No, I just want to throw that in case anybody, over this way didn't know about it.
Roger that. Well, I'm booked up till Belton because trying to get ready to do a little deer hunting here in bow season. Going to try my hand at a little crossbow hunting. Never done that before, so they're going to get a novice on that. Over.
Roger. Good luck, guys. Thank you.
All right, good deal. Thank you there, Doug. All right, anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now, please.
QS.
All right, Jay, go ahead.
Tango, Mexico.
All right, Jay, and there was another one right behind him. Who was the other station?
Bravo, Tango, Mexico.
Okay, Ralph, be right back. What's up, Jay?
Okay, just Google CLARC, Central Louisiana Radio Club. It's www.clarc.whatever. It's not com. I can't see it from here. US. Anyway, and they should have all the details on that. And Sammy's pretty much of a connoisseur on different foods and things like that. There's a good chance that Mike might be able to trade him some gumbo for that Harvey Wells, but you never know about that. Anyway, that's all I got. KM5QS.
Look at you, trying to be a deal maker. All right, anything else, Jay?
Not at the moment.
Okay, well, we'll leave that open in case you come up with something else. Hey, Ralph, what's up?
Hey, guy in the net, W5CMK and the Boat Anchors, N5BTM. Good evening, one and all. Name here's Ralph. We're in Spring, Texas. And tonight we're on the old Kenwood TS830, driving a homebrew GS35B amplifier, about 800 watts out. That's going through a Drake MN2700 tuner up to a trap dipole in the inverted V configuration, and we're speaking into a Cure 444D. Beautiful weather down here. In the mornings, not too bad in the afternoon, so hope it'll last for a while. Well, back to you, guy. W5CMK in the net, N5BTM.
All right, well, good deal, Ralph. Glad to know that you fared everything all right, I guess.
Yes, there was. We're the third house from the corner, and the houses across the street from the corner flooded, so we're very fortunate.
Roger, on the fortuitous situation.
Yep. When it gets over the mailboxes, that's time to almost evacuate.
Yeah, I think it was the year before last, we had some homes up on the same street where my rent house is in town here in Kilgore that had 5 foot of water inside the houses. Of course, they were on the lower end down closer to the golf course. But my rent house, luckily, is on the high end of the street, and it's also a beer and beam house. So we were lucky on that deal. But I can imagine, man, that's some terrible stuff to have to deal with.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, it's one or two of the piles have gone away, but man, it was piled deep out there. Some of them probably 10 foot, 12 foot tall, of all the debris that. Sheetrock cabinets, appliances, you name it, that come out of the houses. Absolutely tragic. We're very fortunate.
Roger that. Yeah, and I've been talking around and thinking about now is not the time to buy a new or used vehicle that came from down south. Over.
That would be a good idea not to do that.
All right, good deal, Ralph. Look forward to seeing you over at Belton here in a few weeks. Anything else?
No, and we've got the reservations and look forward to being at Belton there. Over.
Roger, roger. We're going to, unless the creek rises between now and then and here and there, we're going to plan on being there. All right, anybody else for the boat anchors? Come now with your call sign suffix, please.
DYA.
Go ahead, DYA.
Your comment on cars probably carries over to radios. Probably not at Belton right now. But I would imagine there's going to be some significant number of ham gear offered for sale on the internet and maybe at Hamfest that has had a water experience. So personally, I'm going to be very, very careful and discriminating about dealing with anything from that region for quite a while.
You know what? That's a very good point that I hadn't even thought about.
I'd definitely take a screwdriver and take the damn thing apart and look at it real careful before I put out any money on anything coming from that part of Texas.
Roger that, especially if you're getting it off of eBay or something like that. That's not a good situation to be in.
QSL, just a comment.
Roger that. All right, anybody else for the boat anchors?
Kilo 5, Lima Tango.
K5LT, go ahead.
Good evening, guy, and everybody on the net. Name on this end is Lyle. Lima Yankee, Lima Echo. Can't talk tonight. And just checking in. Nothing too fancy tonight. Running the Heathkit SP101 into the Heathkit SP201 amp out to an inverted V. And everybody's sounding good tonight. Trying something a little different tonight. Backed off the gain on the mic into the amplifier, trying to ease up on it a little bit, and just curious if it's working all right tonight, and everything's about like normal. And other than that, I don't have much. Everybody's sounding good, though.
All right, Lyle, good deal. No, it sounds all right. I mean, it's not filling the room up and making me want to put earplugs in, anything like that, but it's Q5. We got a good copy on you.
All right, good deal, and I'm sure the amp probably appreciates it as well, too. All right, back to you. K5LT.
Yeah, sometimes this Henry that I run these Drakes into kind of wants to disconnect and run away, but I got it cinched up to where it can't get outside the building. Over.
Hey, that'll work. Yeah, just trying to be nice to it and squeeze some more life out of it.
Roger that. All right, hey, Jim, you want to give it a whirl there? KB5ZIV, W5CMK, and the boat anchors.
Sure, Mr. Guy, I can do that. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. If you would like to check in with us this evening, you'll come with your call sign slowly. Spread them out a little bit for me, guys. I'll try and get you in here. Well, now, guys, I did brush my teeth before I came out here.
Yeah, but
Kilo Charlie 5, Lima.
Yeah, KC5L.
Yeah, good evening to everyone on the Boat Anchors Net. Handle is Tom in San Antonio, running an N100 SDR, cheating as usual, and into a 30L1 and a balance line tuner, homebrew ladder line, and a 80-meter inverted V up about 15 feet. And that's about it. Everyone's looking great on the band scope this evening, and just like listening to all the tube rigs. KC5L.
All right, well, we can fix you up at Belton.
Well, I plan to be there, and if Sammy brings that 200V, I just might take it off his hands.
There you go. I imagine you're going to have to drop him an email ahead of time, though.
Already done that.
Roger. All right, anyone else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited this evening? Come with your call sign slowly. Spread them out for me, guys.
Charlie X-ray Golf again.
Edward David X-ray.
Yeah, Bob, what's going on?
Okay, Jim, just a kind of I've been thinking about something, and I thought I'll just go ahead and put it out here.
I am in the market for a working NCX3. I know that's kind of almost an oxymoron, but there are a few out there. If anybody's got a good working NCX3, let me know at 325-650-3191. 325-650-3191. Thank you, Jim. I'm probably looking for something that's not findable, but I know there's some that work.
You might drop DPK an email, W5DPK.
I didn't think he'd want to get rid of his after he got it so soon, but that's something I'll keep in mind. Thank you.
He listed it on the net.
W5DPK. You still got it there, Dennis?
No, sold it a couple days after I listed it.
All right, well, it was worth a shot.
Well, we'll keep the ear open.
We can do that for you, Bob.
No problem, Jim. Thank you.
Comment, Jim?
Yeah, go ahead there.
Hey, Bob, I got an NCX3 at a power supply at an estate sale not long ago. I haven't had a chance to check it out. I'm not going to get to it tomorrow, but we may have one around here.
Okay, Lynn, just let me know.
I'll keep you posted.
Yes, sir.
All right. I knew there'd be one or two around. All right, let me see here. Mr. Byron, EDX, what's going on?
Hey, Jim. KB5CIV in the group, in the net. WA5EDX, Bluffdale, Texas. Band sounded good tonight, 2 weeks in a row here. Just got in the shack a few minutes ago, and turned this old the Kenwood 820S on tonight. That's what I'm running barefoot with the MC50 mic up into an inverted V. So nothing fancy, but it's reliable, and I can count on it. So and everybody sounds real good on it. Yeah, it's time to start thinking about belting real seriously, and start to load up the junk. I mean treasures. Shoot, I'll have to look for an NCX3 too. I know I got one somewhere. Okay, that's all I have. I hope everybody has enjoyed the cooler weather we've had the past week, and I think we'll get a brief return of summer here before the end of the week. KB5ZIV, WA5EDX.
All right, Byron, maybe we can find you an amplifier belting.
Oh, yeah, well, I got them. I just can't keep them hooked up because I'm changing out rigs so often.
I got to pick on you.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're not hearing me, it makes everybody get out and try to improve their receivers and antennas for a change.
Well, sometimes you just gotta. Anyway, you're sounding good, no problem. I just figured I'd give you a hard time.
Life is too short for QRP.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, well, that's putting out full output as far as barefoot goes.
Yeah. All right. Let's move this on down the line. Lynn, it's getting close. You got anything to say there?
Well, I guess some final words of wisdom. What a great net it was. And whatever the noise that's been tormenting me for the past 2 months quit about 15 minutes after the top of the hour, just like it did last week. So what do we make of that? I don't know. Anyway, this is K5LY, and anybody want to talk to me about anything before we shut the net down tonight? This is probably my final time to talk. K5LYN. I think they've heard all they need to hear out of me, Jim.
Walk around the neighborhood.
Yeah, I've done that, and I can't hear it with my handheld. That's the trouble. Yeah, what a mess. I've got a nice Grundig shortwave with SSB on it.
I was thinking just a cheap AM radio.
Well, I'm not ruling out any possibilities, thanks.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out at Belton. It must be conductive and not radiated.
Well, I have wondered that, you know. I don't know.
Do you have any touch lamps?
No. And I mean, I've checked everything around here. It's not in my house.
I wonder if one of your neighbors has a plasma TV.
Well, we're going to tactfully talk to the neighbor real soon, but I needed to get all my facts together first.
Yeah, fish tank lights do that sometimes too.
What do you call it?
The lights in a fish tank.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're real bad. They had 2 neighbors with them out there in Kingwood, and fortunately they all moved out.
Good to know, thanks.
What are they, fluorescents or what?
What?
Some of them are.
Now, they got some UV generator or something in there.
Oh, got it.
All right. You got your last words of the wisdom there, Mr. Guy?
Well, I'd just like to say thanks to anybody out there that was a first responder, or we want to send out our support for anybody that was in any of the storms and problems that went on down that way. Our support is with you if you need it. All you got to do is call, and we'll do what we can, as the ham community pretty much always does. But other than that, buy high and sell low. 73. Back to you, Jim.
All right, Mr. Guy. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. Have we missed anybody this evening? All right, guys, we appreciate each and every one of you that came by here and took the time to check in with us. Mr. Lynn, Guy, and myself, we know what it takes to keep these things on the air, get them up and get them on the air. We know all about it. I got 4 or 5 hanging around here in various disarray, so that's the way that works. Hopefully y'all have a good week. Hopefully see all y'all next Wednesday. 73 is all the way around. We'll return this frequency back to normal amateur use from KB5ZIV.
Well, speaking of that, Dan, are you still there?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk to you anyway if you don't mind.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, Jay.
I'm sure you've got lots of projects around. I am completely out of ideas on this 32S1. Do you think, I mean, and there's no rush. Do you think you might have time to look at it? Maybe a fresh pair of eyes can find out what's going on with this thing.
Yeah, you bring it to Belton. If I don't buy a lot of junk, I got room, I'll gladly bring it here and mess around with it. We'll find something to fix it.
Okay, that's cool. I'll bring the power supply also. That way, you'll have everything that I've got to see what's going on. I'll also bring the stuff that I wrote down as far as the original stuff and like that. But I can't figure it out. It's really staying hot all the time. It's not keying right, and I'm not sure what the deal is. But we can talk about that at Belton.
Roger. Okay, no problem.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much.
Hey, Gary, you still there? He gone. I just wondered if he got flooded out or anything.
I don't think he did. He's still been on the air and everything, but I don't know. Jim, you remember him saying?
Well, part of the reason I asked is there was a young lady that took all the pictures at my daughter's wedding quite a few years ago, but she lived just across